When it comes to sleep, most parents have already tried everything, and they're doing it all right. Earlier bedtimes, blackout curtains, melatonin, white noise, and their child is still awake for 2, sometimes 3 hours, even though they clearly need more sleep. If that's your life right now, I want you to understand something. You are not failing at bedtime. Your child is not just being difficult. What you're actually seeing, that exhausted but wired pattern, is a nervous system that's stuck. And no routine, no supplement, no blackout curtain can override a nervous system that is physiologically locked in fight or flight. This is really for the parents who are exhausted, not from the sleepless nights, but from doing everything right and still watching their child struggle to rest. If that's you, this matters. What we're talking about here is what sleep is actually doing for your child's brain and body. Why the nervous system, not bedtime habits, controls whether your child can sleep. How the perfect storm sets this up from the very beginning. And what neurologically focused chiropractic care does differently that actually works. Here's something that stops a lot of parents in their tracks. About 35% of children in the United States are not getting enough sleep. That's more than 1 in 3 kids starting their day already running on empty. And we hear the same story over and over. Families have tried everything, the routines, the supplements, the schedules, and yet their child is still exhausted, still wired, and still not sleeping. What no one is telling them is that the problem isn't bedtime. The problem is the nervous system, and it usually started long before bedtime routines were ever even a factor. Most people think of sleep as rest, but it's actually one of the most active, productive times in your child's entire day. While your child is sleeping, the brain is sorting and organizing everything they learned, strengthening neural connections, and filing it all away. Growth hormone spikes during deep sleep, so your child is literally growing while they rest. The immune system is producing infection-fighting cells, which is why kids who don't sleep get sick all the time. The brain is processing emotions during REM cycles, so those meltdowns and emotional swings are often just a nervous system running on empty. The body is repairing tissue, regulating hormones, restoring energy. And this is where the nervous system comes in because it's what actually controls sleep, not habits. You've got the gas pedal, the sympathetic side, which is stress and alertness. And then you've got the brake pedal, which is the parasympathetic side. That is rest and recovery. Sleep only happens when the brake wins. When the vagus nerve is working the way it should, the body can shift from on to off at bedtime. But when there's interference in that system, what we call subluxation, the brain and body are not communicating clearly. The brake pedal gets overridden by the gas pedal, and your child gets stuck and wired, even when they're completely exhausted. It's kind of like trying to fall asleep after 3 energy drinks. The body is done, the system won't allow rest. So this isn't a bedtime routine problem. It's not a supplement problem. It's a nervous system regulation issue. Now, layer in the perfect storm. This is the pattern of stressors that build over time. It can start before your child is even born. Cortisol from stress during pregnancy crosses the placenta and impacts how the baby's stress response actually develops. Then you have birth interventions, inductions, forceps, vacuum extraction, C-sections, manual pulling that can create subluxation right where the vagus nerve exits the skull. That includes breech babies too. Then early childhood stressors start stacking. Antibiotics disrupting gut health, reflux, constipation, frequent illness, all of that is signaling vagus nerve dysfunction and adding more stress to a system that's already struggling. Dysautonomia, dysfunction of the autonomic nervous system, often shows up first as sleep issues long before anything else becomes obvious. When sleep stays disrupted, it affects everything. Kids who offer activity, impulsivity, poor attention, because that aren't getting enough sleep can look exactly like ADHD. That's what exhaustion looks like in kids. The immune system can't rebuild, so they get stuck in a cycle of illness, antibiotics, gut disruption, worse vagus nerve function, worse sleep, and it just keeps going. Memory consolidation breaks down, so learning gets harder. Emotional regulation falls apart, and those meltdowns aren't behavior. They're a depleted nervous system. Chronic sleep deprivation is also strongly linked to depression because the system just doesn't have the capacity to handle normal emotional stress. This is where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes in. The goal is to remove subluxation so the nervous system can actually adapt and function the way it's designed to. When that interference is cleared, the system can finally shift between sympathetic and parasympathetic states. The vagus nerve can do its job. Sleep cycles can actually start and stay. We use insight scans so we're not guessing. We can see exactly where the interference is, how severe the dysregulation is, and which systems are being affected. And what parents consistently tell us is that sleep is one of the first things to improve. Then digestion gets better, illness decreases, behavior stabilizes, emotional resilience comes back. Sleep is foundational. When your child can access deep restorative sleep, everything else follows. Memory, growth, immune function, emotional regulation. Your child's sleep struggle is not behavioral. It's something they're just going to grow out of. No, it's not. It's a nervous system that's stuck. And there is a path forward. If you're ready to get to the root of what's actually going on, reach out, get the scans done, and let's get your whole family sleeping again.